So I had the craziest experience right now because I'm still hanging out in my nice little it's, it's like a little dungeon. I feel like I'm a troll because I know I'm under some type of platform and it elevates upstairs. Anyway, so 3 guys just came in here. 3 black guys, and they were like, "Oh, she's in here. Yeah." And there's a signal coming from my phone because my phone is hacked. And so they're like, "Yeah, she's in here somewhere." And I can hear it. It's like beep, beep, beep. And when they get closer, it shows them. And I happened to walk closer to them, so it was like beep, 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 because I didn't realize, well, I was trying to hide because I didn't want to be so close to that area. So I was like, okay, let me hide deeper in the dark, right? And so then they ran over to that area, where there's like boxes and stuff. They ran over there looking for me, but I'm not there, obviously. So I literally had to turn off my phone. I even had it in airplane mode and they could still find it because when they're in close proximity, they can do that. So right now, just in order for me to do this video, I have it on airplane mode. And I'm in all concrete, and this signal is that effective in the 5G broadcasting. That's why they want 5G networks, because 5G, even though it's shorter wavelengths, it has, it collects data more, I think it's the frequencies are shorter, but faster. So it's more like you get a more abundant data acquisition from it. So they get more on-time data, like actual second-by-second data, not like the issue that they've had for years dealing with satellites where we would shoot certain lasers out and it would take minutes to hours for it to, reflect back and give us a reading. So the 5G broadcasting network is exactly why they're using that, so that they can have immediate, time period by time period data, so they can find you within seconds, basically. But yeah, so that was the weirdest thing. And then I literally prayed to God because I was like, man, I have a big old wooden, long piece of like a wood block here. And I was like, if I have to hit these guys, I'm ready, I'm down. But right now, they were like drinking and they just seemed like idiots. And they actually seemed almost homeless, one of them. And that's the thing about these brothers, they always have their butts out. Like I was at the airport off the train and there was this guy wearing really nice bling bling denim jacket and pants, but his butt, was all like he had it hanging, so his butt was out with his black boxers. And I was like, bro, you're letting everybody know that they should just creep up your hole. I'm just like, and the weirdest thing is that they don't even realize what it means. They don't realize what it means. You're saying, I'm available for that, up the butt. And it really saddens me because the African American culture has already been oppressed so much in America, and yet they're so naive to their own history. And all that anybody really can say, even Caucasians, Asians, whatever, the school system doesn't teach us much about what happened after slavery. The Jim Crow laws, the gerrymandering, the real estate oppression, getting property. I mean, let's even talk about Mongolians. They charged the Asians up the butt, tax after tax after tax, just so that they couldn't afford to get anything. And, even Asians, Mongolians, if you want to call them that, Pacific Islanders, whatever you want to call them that, but predominantly, the Asian descent, had to deal with the same thing, where it almost looked like the Holocaust. They'd be in a room of like 15 of them sleeping on like 4 or 5 beds and just skin and bones, working for pennies. This is our land home of the free, land of the free, home of the brave, capitalistic country, guys. This is not right. So, I hear people moving again. But I think they're probably homeless upstairs too, because they left and then they went back and then they were like, no, no, no. And they were really quiet too. Like, I don't hear actual work going on up there. I think people just use this building to post because there was supposed to be construction and there's not. Anyway, yeah, I just wanted to bring that up. I'm doing okay. I'm just like, I need a new phone. That's all I know. I need a new phone. And I don't know how to transfer this onto the Android. So I need to educate myself on that. And I don't know. I really didn't want to go back to school, but man, this is really I don't know. I like it. I like to learn new things. Just not on the fly. I like to learn things, interpret it, you know, make possible scenarios in my own mind. And if not, ask somebody to give me an example of a possible scenario about something pertaining, you know, depends on the ideas. Usually, like, when you're dealing with biology or psychology, I'd be like, okay, give me an example of what you mean by this particular definition of something. But in this instance, it's more of me grasping the information, like consuming it, and really contemplating what exactly are the meanings behind everything and the interpretation. And then, you know, creating a mental game of myself, like, what is this? What is this? By the way, fun fact, I love Queen's Gambit. She's brilliant. I love it. I never thought that I would be like that. Well, minus the addiction stuff. That's never really been my thing. You know, when people talk about me having a possible addiction, I had tendencies to do things. But when I think of an addiction, I think of something that is not functioning. Like when people say I'm a functioning alcoholic, or Bill Burr, he says I'm a functioning sociopath. You know, like all sociopaths for the most part function until they do something bad, you know. But I don't think I was a functioning addict. You know, I drank a couple times and then I would get back on my feet and be sober for a while, you know. I was too focused on education. For alcohol, I've never done drugs. Literally, I have never. I did a little bit of marijuana, and that was like, by the time I hit 30, was when I actually was like, marijuana, what? And then 26 was when they laced the vaporizer when I was in Diamond Bar, they laced it. I had no idea what it was. That was my first vaporizer, so I don't even know what I took. But that wasn't me. And that was one time. And then I smoked tobacco. I guess you could say that's an addiction, but to me, technically I kind of saved my life because the nanotechnology that they put in your system, nicotine actually kills the nanotechnology. So hey, if you're a smoker, you're actually helping yourself, kinda. Fun fact. I'll leave off there. I don't know what's going on right now, but I'll leave off there. Love you. Pray for me. And I don't know. Maybe it's because they hear me. It's probably because they hear me. Anyway, love you. Pray for me, and God bless.